last time on Trinity Isle.
Baldia will sort of see what's going on, and he will say to Kretash, I'm gonna go help the injured. If you ever come across a Goliath with a flaming red beard, you let me know. Kretash, in the corner of your room, you see Cassiopeia sit up with a jolt.
Where is the
Ahead of you.
the sound
Ahead of
coming
you.
from the fucking village? Is it from the fucking village?
Bow before Stroud von Zarovich. Later that night, Kretash came into the office, ripped up every piece of paper on my desk, and set it all ablaze, along with his beloved Bolnia. Tell your brother I say hi when you see him, and the door will close.
What?
He will lift his faceplate, and you will see the face of Master Toe, sat on a horse in front of you.
You?
How are you still alive? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trinity Isle. How are we all doing?
Fabulously.
Ready to rock and roll?
I'm
Love to
lost.
see
I'm in
it.
a different country.
I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Looking after yourselves as you should be. Welcome. This one's gonna. I'm looking forward to this one. It's gonna be great. I will adjust the cameras as we go, especially for Rai. But well, I angled it slightly wrong, but we'll fix that. So we're gonna start this off as we always do by running down the cast from top left. We have Takumi Inui, the human fighter, played by Shadowblade 312.
Hello, that is indeed I. Thank you for joining us. You're in for a real treat with this stream.
We
Enjoy the
have
show.
Kretash the Cold, the Dark Elf Wizard, played by Malachi__Gaming.
Hello.
We have Seelia, the half-sun elf bard, played by the Trinity Isle artist DelphiniumRai.
Hello, I hope you've all been well.
We have Wa Short Temper, the human paladin warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
Hi there. I've got a massive ego because people keep complimenting my accent.
And last but never least, we have Cassiopeia, the Aracroc Druid, played by the pony, TheBarinade.
Hello, I'm brought to you here today by being cute and fluffy.
And as always, we
Mission
have
accomplished.
me, your slightly above average DM, CG_Zephyr. Now, Mr. Wa, are you happy
Hello there.
to are you happy to tell us where we left off with a bit of a rapid recap?
Yes, so last week's session started off with a bang. We found Kretash lying on the floor, coming up to taking his final breaths. All of that time at the very beginning, Seelia seemed to just vanish, teleporting away in mystery. From there, the party, of all that remains, went and helped with Kretash to get him back on his feet. Wa decided to go investigate what could have caused this, whether it be self-inflicted, and found out that he was trying to do some sort of blood ritual. Alongside from that, whilst this was all going on, Mannerington made an appearance to explain about the blood ritual, which was great. On top of that, we also got summoned by Caldera, where we found out about reports that the city knows all the magic that has been going on, and we have been given our next tasks, which has to go help with the goblins, whilst also Crowley is on their own special mission to go to the lookout to see what's occurring.
Thank you, Mr. Wa. And now we go to Seelia. Seelia, as you are taken in this flash of blue, your last vision being that of Kretash on the floor bleeding. You're surrounded by void and nothingness. A familiar yet uncomfortable sense of floating. Not cold, not hot. Simply existing. You see a light in front of you glistening like a cyan star. That light grows closer and closer and closer to you. And around you materializes a simple room. Barren, with cobbled floors and walls. a single chandelier lit in a familiar blue flame. You see a bar in front of you, not able to see beyond the darkness. What do you do?
So the only thing that I see is a bar?
Yeah.
I first off look around frantically, very much so still shocked by the last event that I saw, which is our boy Kretash on the floor bleeding. And I will, upon I guess realizing that the only thing here is the bar, I will go towards it.
As you get closer, you see upon it a single wooden shot glass with a liquid in it, dark blue in nature, little glistenings, almost like glitter, drifting through the liquid.
I am going to yell out, Dualius? Why did you bring me here? What's going on?
You hear a very small, quiet pattering behind you,
I will turn around.
and before you sits a black kobold, its tail cut off, its eyes glowing a mix of blue and purple.
Where's Dualius?
It scratches underneath its blue eye, almost irritated, and then points to the drink.
I am... Are you working with Dualius?
It tilts its head ever so slightly, almost like a dog.
I'm going to take a step towards it and say, I am not here for games.
And as you step closer, the kobold will immediately retreat behind into the darkness, beyond the bar.
The bar is the... I'm assuming it looks like the Dualius bar.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It just looks
What
like a
does it look
generic
like?
bar. Wooden, dark, slightly worn, the stains of mugs and glasses. A simple, average bar. Nothing like the glamorous bar of the Paradox.
Yet there is a drink like the parrot. I want to look around. I want to see if there's like any way to get the fuck out of here. I want to look for the kobold. I'm gonna go after it.
As you go behind the bar and you walk into the darkness, the light from the chandelier fades behind you, and you walk forward, and you see a blue light ahead of you. You grow closer, and you see the same chandelier, the same bar, the same cobbled floors and walls, but now everything is mirrored, reversed, and the drink sits on top of the bar once more.
What? I want to go back to my party.
The kobold comes out of the darkness behind you, walking through you as though you did not exist. It leaps onto the bar and sits in front of the drink with its legs crossed. It begins to transform, its limbs folding in and out until it appears to look like Crowley.
Whoever is doing this is not funny. I'm going to grab the drink and smash it on the floor.
As you throw it down, the liquid spills. The cobbled floor becomes stars, as though you are walking atop a night sky. Crowley looks at you, twisting its head more and more until their entire face is upside down. You do not have a choice in this matter. You cannot change the future any more than you can change the past. Your senseless ideologies of choice, they are simply that. Senseless.
Who are you? Who are you and why did you bring me here?
I did not bring you here. But who I am. Deep down in your heart, you already know. And the room begins to dissolve around you. You bear my mark now. I gave you a chance to see your future, as I did your friend. And now, you are marked. Marked. With my gains. We return
Your
to the
gain?
party. You all exit the Hall of Heroes, the sun warming your faces, while a slight irritation from a curse you know too well.
Oh,
Kretash, you can see a faint silhouette of Crowley flying off into the distance. And you see a shadow form on the ground in front of you. Coils and tentacle-like appendages forming into a figure. For a moment, you are all blinded. A void encapsulating you. And as you open your eyes once again, Seelia stands in front of you. Seelia, the sense of nothingness leaves you. You are surrounded by warmth, sun. You stand in front of the Hall of Heroes. Your party by your side. The floor is open.
Celia. Celia, is that you?
I take a step back from the party.
hello there.
Is
How's
you all right?
the party looking?
TheMrWa looks like his curse has grown a little bit stronger. His eyes glow that ever so stronger shade of red. The black veins around his mouth, eyes, and face a little bit deeper, grown a little bit longer. Kretash, his clothes are torn, slightly bloodstained. The sort of small cut-like markings are sort of visible in the holes in his chest. Cassiopeia and Takumi look unchanged, but all look well, if not a little concerned.
Determined.
I'm just gonna look at them.
Are you all right, Celia?
it's I'm not speaking, but I'm just thought process. It's just literally like 5 minutes ago, we were in the hotel, like in
Oh.
the tavern, and
Oh.
now I am surrounded by people. Everything looks fine. Last thing I saw was a bleeding Kretash, and everything be looking kind of suspicious.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
hasn't been 5 minutes. It's been a few hours. For us anyway.
I
We
didn't.
we got Kretash healed up.
I did not. Let me.
She
Sorry,
didn't
I did
say
not
that.
say this in
She didn't
character.
say
I
anything.
didn't
She
say
did
this in
say
character.
Oh,
she's
right,
still
okay.
processing.
I'm saying this is the reaction that currently is going on is just the reaction of all of this is looking a little weird.
She's thinking, what the fuck?
As
It's
you can
thinking, but
see, as you can see, Kretash is fine now.
Yes, I had a bit of a mishap. This must look so suspicious, like we replaced Kretash or something. Like, oh, we killed the old one and we've got a new Kretash now.
That's what
We-
my theory is.
I was
got
gonna
it.
say, Wa's theory is that exactly.
We got things sorted. We healed him. There were healing potions in the room. We got him back up and standing. If that's what you're worried about.
I
Alright, I understand for you coming back here after the last thing. We know you saw must look very. This must be a shock, but for us, a few hours. It's been a few hours, but we're all fine now.
How about this? Celia, what do you remember?
I remember you laying on the floor covered in blood.
After my mishap, yes. Then what?
What?
I'll explain that all
I'm
later.
just gonna look him up and down. Just very. What? Like I'm out of character. I'm still not sure if I'm actually interacting with them because it's like again still very kind of.
I'm just gonna look at Kretash and nod.
Mishap. I 5 minutes ago we were in the tavern. You were on the floor bleeding. If it was you, if this is you. Now we're not, and we're here, and you're fine.
You're saying
After
this right
bleeding
now?
like that, you're fine.
You're saying this right now?
Yes,
Is this
I'm
in
saying this.
Yep.
Seelia.
in character?
Kretash will like take your head and point it up towards like the sun.
I will literally take a fucking step back as he reaches out.
Hey!
I will start pointing at the sun. It's like, look where it is now. Time has passed. Cassiopeia will look at the sun.
I'm gonna try
Cassiopeia,
and cast detect.
from your knowledge, Cassiopeia, you can tell, it's getting closer to midday.
It's getting closer to midday.
Celia, yes. Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm gonna cast detect magic as I'm gonna use a spell slot.
As a spell slot. Okay. As you do, you are able to detect that all around you, the whole city has, it's giving off this sort of magical aura, very similar to your own. You can sense the sort of necrotic energy radiating off of Kretash's scarring, the sort of frost-like magic that clings to his hair. Within Wa, you can sense a weaker sense of holiness, but still there in a sense. Takumi,
Okay.
you sense nothingness, as in an active sense of nothingness. Cassiopeia has changed in no way.
The one consistent thing in my life, yes. Okay, so it's a familiar, like it's pretty much the same thing that I
Yeah,
have seen.
things seem similar to how they were
Yeah.
the night before when you last used this spell. You know,
Yeah.
the sense of magic within the city is stronger. But it just feels like what you were feeling magically with your party has either progressed or remained the same.
I'm going to look at Wa and say, what did you do?
What did I do?
You're less holy now.
That is a situation which we will be discussing at another time. Things have happened, and I cannot discuss it right now.
His curse has progressed.
Ah.
Mm. It
And
has,
what happened to you? Yeah,
for
go.
reasons that I am unable to discuss at the moment. Let's just say it was curse progresses, or someone here would have died, not by my hands.
And what happened to I'm gonna point at Kretash.
Blood ritual.
What?
Yeah, you remember that book I found that I didn't really want to show you until I unpacked it a bit? Well, turns out it's got some really fascinating stuff in it. And, before you give me that look, I made progress. Quite
So-
tangible progress.
The way you're talking makes me think my theory is true.
And you'll never know.
I'm just gonna take a deep breath. I thought you were attacked. Have you know?
We had this whole conversation, trust me.
Apologies for trying to steer the conversation away. However, we are currently on a task, and the longer we spend here talking, the longer it's going to take. So if you're happy to walk as we talk, that may be for the best.
Yeah,
The longer we leave it.
I do think we should probably, catch Seelia up a bit, though.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can do it as we
Um,
as we walk. So we should probably head towards there and converse.
Well,
Where?
Goblins.
Let's get Celia's opinion before we decide where we're going again, since she has returned. So if I may, I will catch you up, Kretash.
Please do.
This
Yes.
this part goes for you as well, since you weren't here at the beginning. But first bit of information we got from meeting with Commander Caldera and Masato. Alright, first thing, Talisman, or at least a Goliath very much matching his description, with this similar sounding amulet. Talisman, we believe, was sighted outside Neelis Arena, and he wasn't alone. He was accompanied with, as the two commanders described it, as ocean people. I believe them to be Tritons.
I'm gonna stop him. And I'm going to say, can we first stop by the tavern? I am currently in my sleepwear. And I do not have my instrument with me.
I
I
will.
think that would be a reasonable
Mhm.
request.
Yeah. Walk and talk. Is that fine with you, Celia?
Yes.
All right.
Just gonna
Oh,
like
in the meantime, and I will reach into my bag and I will actually pull out this black and red cloak. And throw it to you. I think it was black and red. Yeah.
I am going to catch it and like look at it and say, "Oh, no hose." And I will just use
As you look at your
Not yet.
hand, Celia,
yeah.
there will be a patch of grey in the center of your palm. Still skin, but grey and slightly decayed.
He's got the black mark!
Hey, Kate!
Oh no.
I'm
no one
gonna...
else will see it because of the way the cloak
Yeah, I say no holes and there's a thing. Of course. I will look at
Your
the...
words, not
well, yeah,
mine.
I'm gonna take the cloak, put it on, and just do this and say, anyone know what the fuck this is?
Would I have any recognition?
Yeah, would any of us know anything about that?
That
As
looks
we see
like
it.
the sort of recently dead skin.
I would like to approach you, Seelia, if you may, and just take your hand gently.
I'll allow it.
And I'm going to use 1 point of my cure wounds to see if it has any effect.
Lay on hands.
Sorry, lay on hands. That's the one.
Yeah.
Look, I'm in a different country. Give me some credit. No, it's
No,
cure
we won't.
wounds. It's cure wounds.
Well,
No,
Oh, wait,
lay
cure
on
wounds-
hands is
lay on
points.
lay on hands
Cure
is
wounds
points.
is the spell.
Yeah.
Cure Wounds is the spell which uses a slot. Lay on
Okay,
Hands
yeah, I'll
has
use
the
the lay.
number.
I'll use the lay on hands. I'll use 2 points.
As you do, describe how this sort of radiant energy is dispersed.
Well, it's going to disperse from my fingers, mainly from the thumbs, as I kind of run my thumbs in like a circular motion around where the decayed skin is. It would normally have this like holy imbuing from it, but because of the curse, I imagine it would have these slight purple tendrils about it.
Yes, it will. Well, not necessarily tendrils, but there is this sort
But
of
yeah,
sense of coldness, Celia, instead of radiant warmth. And the skin will look like it is returned to life in a sense, but it still sort of looks like the skin of an elder person. It's wrinkled and slightly shriveled. No longer dead, at least in appearance. But what it is, as you sort of try and cast your energy, this is not a wound you are familiar with.
yeah, this I can deal with the cosmetics to an extent and some of the outlying damage. I've not seen this in any of my time, neither had anyone in my legion. This almost looks like an affliction specific to yourself.
Thank you for trying.
Fine, not a problem.
And just I'm gonna just go and continue walking.
Would you like us to acquire you a pair of gloves?
Hopefully that won't be necessary. I don't think it's too visible. But thank you.
Okay, if you're sure.
Just realized.
Also, odds are. Yeah, I just realized odds are I'm barefoot as well, but that's perfectly fine. Because who sleeps with fucking shoes on? It's like, oh, I smell blood. Let's go and leave with like, let me put my shoes on. But that's fine. Okay, let's go to the fucking tavern, and I'm gonna go to Takumi and say, continue. Sorry for interrupting you. I just, you know.
Yeah. We'll get ourselves situated, but next up, second piece of information, there is a large Goblin Forest heading towards the bridge outside this city. ETA, as we were told, they're already on the move. The city already has defenses set up with the garrison there. We can assist them should we choose to, and that is what we decided before your return. But now that you're here, we shall decide once more. Third piece of information, Livian's lookout was reported to have been recently attacked. Best information we got from that, possibly all we heard. Chroma.
Chroma?
One of their scouts said the place was attacked by the Chroma, which leads me to believe possibly perhaps that's my best guess. Chroma dragons, either their lesser thralls, their armies, their Chroma dragon foot soldiers may have had a part. Crowley has been sent on an independent mission to go scout and report back. It will take them a day or two before we see Crowley again with the information.
It'll take her a day to get there, but I think once she's had a bit of a look around, she'll probably jump back to the back to her plane, so I might be able to get her back a little bit quicker.
Hopefully, yes.
That's what we want. Yes.
I reckon about a day and a half to 2 days before
What
we.
was the first? I'm so sorry.
The
I zoned out.
first
The
one,
first was Dallasman by Neela Serena.
yeah, Dallasman sighted at Neela Serena with accompanied by who I believe to be a band of Tritons, ocean people, as some would call them.
Do you think he's going to attack, or maybe seek support there?
The commanders, they didn't. If I'm wrong, anyone go ahead and correct me, but they were unsure as to his actions and his intentions over there, but he was sighted over at Neela Serena.
When we get to the tavern, I'd like to connect with Rithik and ask him what he thinks might be the case, as
That would be
he
wise,
is
yeah.
he is very familiar with the military current situation.
Good call.
I doubt we want Dallasman getting any allies, and as far as I'm aware, the elves keep to themselves, but might go for the winning side.
I hope that doesn't come
Wouldn't
to
surprise
pass.
me.
Sorry, what?
I just said it wouldn't surprise me.
Okay.
They'll be a very powerful enemy, but that is something I hope they do not end up becoming, for all of our sakes.
Okay, so the way. Okay, first thing is the Dallasman encounter. Second thing was
Second thing
Goblin?
was the large Goblin
Lookout?
Forest heading towards the bridge outside this very city. Third thing, Livian's Lookout possibly attacked by those allied with the Chromatic Dragons, as far as we believe. And the fourth thing, Masato wanted to tell me this himself, but I will just look over at Kretash and just kind of nod a bit, just so Kretash is aware of what I am about to say. Look back at Seelia. Masato has informed me that Cryovane is on the move. That's as far as he and his informants know, but Cryovane is on the move. Cryovane has left southwards from Ice Spire Peak.
Okay. Do we think that you said
You could
something
have
about
made a pit stop by Yata first.
by whom?
Don't worry. Nasty joke.
Okay. Let's. Okay, continue heading towards the place.
By this point,
Yeah.
you can see the Drunken Song. A little bit more populated with the lunchtime crowd.
I am going to look at my feet that are probably currently actually bloody and prestidigitate them clean.
You
Because
clean
if I'm gonna be
both your feet and the bloody footprints that you've been leaving all morning.
Yeah, so Celia, just so you're aware, we're going to go help out with the goblins. And then from there, we should be able to then make our way to the lookout if we're needed.
Do you
Just so you're
agree
aware
with
of our
that?
plan.
Yeah. How do you feel
just
about
so
that?
I'm aware, I thought we were currently discussing.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is before you returned. This was our original plan.
I know, so
Yeah.
we're now openly discussing, and I
Yeah.
vote we talk to Rithik, see what his opinion on the matter is.
Oh, absolutely.
Because again, as it is horrible. Like goblin attacks are horrible, but you did say they sent reinforcements as well.
We are the reinforcements.
We are the reinforcements.
Yes.
Were the support reinforcements being sent up to help with the garrison and defenses they already have?
Yeah, but there are people who are there. Do they
Yeah.
think
There
they're
are
gonna?
garrisons there, yes.
Yes, there are already people there.
Okay, because I'm just asking because we will again talk to Ryota, but if we're playing long game, yeah, we do not want Talisman to be allied with someone as Nila Serena. Again, it's not too likely that they will go for it, but at the same time, they seem to like um they're a little weird by what I've heard so far from Mannerington. So, and also, when would we, as far as we're aware, Talisman is the leader that they have, or one of the higher ups.
There
When
was a sighting. We're not sure of the location now. It doesn't look like there's been any interactions. It's just been scout sightings. And it's a long journey for us to get there.
we're just talking, we haven't gone anywhere. I'm just
No, I know. I'm just
weighing
that's
the
just what I'm trying to let you know, to give you all the information. We have been
Yeah.
told, however, should you help out with the Goblin front, we should then be able to use Mannerington's stores as a method of travel, meaning we'd be
Yeah.
able to get there instantly, which would save time if we were to just travel there separately.
Can't we just use Mannerington's store here to go to Neelis Arena directly?
We can, yes, but that is dependent on whether Mannerington allows us. It is believed that should we be
Mannerington will
helpful,
allow us.
Mhm.
But he will, if that is what we so desire, because yeah, that is the choice now, isn't it?
It is. But
Okay.
as you say, we should hear from Rithik first, gather all of our information as we just did, and decide the best course of action.
Well, are we in the? Yeah, let's. I'm gonna head into the.
The drunken song.
Into the drunken song. Okay, as you do, you sort of see the gaming tables are quiet. It's a bit too early for that kind of thing, but there's a couple of people enjoying their meals. The large fellow working the bar is sort of cleaning down and sort of serving the odd drink here and there. He'll sort of look at you and go, "You a sleepwalker then, or?"
I am in the thingy, like.
But
I'm
he sees
covered
that
in
you're
a cloak.
barefoot. He sort of points down at your feet.
I wouldn't say I'm a sleepwalker. More so, I like connecting with nature. You know. Gotta get
Oh,
them
you're
stretched.
one of them druid types. Got it. No judgment here.
Out
Appreciate it.
of curiosity, which hand is Celia's grey mark on?
Right.
All right. I'm gonna follow him behind Celia.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go past first I'm gonna go past Kretash's old room. I'm gonna take a little slow a little down, look at it, memory of the
It's perfectly
blood.
clean.
Completely
Perfectly
fine.
clean. As if nothing was ever there.
I'm gonna snap out of it and continue towards our current room. It is hopefully locked. But I don't think that Cassiopeia remembered to lock it, so I'm just gonna try.
I don't think it's locked. Baronade, if you want to correct, but I don't think you locked it.
This is your stance.
Cassiopeia would have only locked it if she had been directly directed to.
It is
I guess.
not locked. It is not
It's
locked.
not locked.
Is the door open or closed?
It's closed, but
Close.
And how much does the door weigh?
No.
right, Malachi, if you could just boot up Baldur's
Malachi.
Gate.
Yeah, I can. Okay, you weren't here for this, but we
Okay.
actually found out exactly how much the bed weighs.
Oh,
Yeah.
About 50
we discovered
kilograms.
we 50 kilos. We discovered this all on
Baldur's Gate.
All on your own.
on stream the other day. You're gonna have to give me a bit.
Yep,
I'll,
take your time,
I'll
take your
pull
time.
I'll pull
We'll
up all the
carry on.
details for you, but
Yeah.
you guys, you keep going. Now who is currently in this hallway?
So far, only you and Seelia have stated that you're entering.
I assumed we were all following.
yeah. This is where I'd say yeah. I mean,
Mm.
I'm going with the
I'm
party,
gonna
which is
walk in the.
Celia and Kretash. Yeah, I'm going with them.
I'm going to walk in the room and look around, to see if everything's there. You know, because it's been unlocked.
um, the place is clean, but all your belongings are still like they might have been moved ever so slightly to like sort of get around them for cleaning, but nothing has been taken.
Okay. Yeah,
This
I've
way?
walked in, left the door open while looking around. And yeah, seeing the belongings.
I'd be stood back at the door open, and I just say to Celia, "May the rest of us come in."
I am going to say in a minute and use Mage Hand to. No, Mage Hand was a. What? Nope, not gonna use Mage Hand. I'm just gonna close it. I gotta change. I'm gonna change
Okay.
because, yes.
And you
So I'm
change
gonna-
into your sort of your typical the clothes that you had gained from
Yeah,
From the
I'm
camp,
just
I
gonna change
believe?
it to my normal.
cool.
Yep.
Do I see any other marks? Any fucking wear? Just gonna glance
You
over.
you've got a couple grey hairs.
Oh no!
They weren't there before.
I am going to take a deep breath. Change into my normal clothes. Open the door. Say you can come in.
Also, very quickly, Cassiopeia will still be out in the tavern, looking at her feet / talons, still trying to internally process the druid foot comment.
You're right there.
Ha. No, I'm Cassiopeia.
Are you okay, Cassiopeia?
Oh, I think so.
You seem to
I have a
be-
question.
I might have an answer.
For one to be a druid, truly, does one need to possess feet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's just say
That's Zephyr's break number 1.
I specialize more in people than plants.
May I borrow yours?
What?
My
His what?
I like the way you think, bird.
Thank you.
There's
I
still
can't tell
be
how you think, but I'm sure that it is also quite nice.
at least you're polite about it. Me, I'm more to the point.
I see. What does it mean to be more to the point?
You direct with someone. You don't ask questions.
Oh,
You know what you want, and you do what you need to do to get it. That's how I run my business.
I see. I think I wouldn't like to be quite as pointy as that.
Not for everyone. Then again, I am an acquired taste.
How do you taste?
I imagine, with the right seasoning, quite nice.
Well, if you only imagine how you taste, then how do you know that you taste so well?
A question for another day.
I will come back tomorrow. And she'll walk off.
And he will continue cleaning, almost sort of, like, not phased by your questioning, really.
I'm not sure if this is funnier because he's using his model, or if it's not. I don't know whether it's funny with the model or if we were able to see his face asking these questions.
Oh my god, yeah.
I will
honestly.
say I love the little micro expressions along the mouth whenever it like slightly twitches up.
Mm.
But yeah, she'll walk back. She'll walk back to the room.
And
In-
Oh,
he
well,
will
back
be
to the hallway
unfazed.
behind
Yeah.
Takumi.
All right. And by the time you walk through that hallway, Seelia would have opened the door and welcomed whoever wants to go in.
Let's go.
I'll let him.
I walk in.
I'm
I'll just wave Cassie to us.
I'm gonna pull off the glove off my right hand.
And describe what we see.
Well, I think the first thing you'll notice is I can't remember. It's this like bluish, this bluish crystal physically embedded into the back of my hand, like almost as if it was forced in and then like frozen in place, sort of almost rotting around the edges. Outside of that, it's a regular hand. And I'm gonna hand the glove to Seelia.
I'm just gonna look at him.
Just in case you decided you wanted that glove.
Because this is more worth hiding than what oh god. I'm just gonna plop on the bed. I'm just gonna like take a step back, plop on the fucking bed. Take a deep breath again. I'll think about that in a minute. Let's just get through Rithik, seeing what he has to say about the situations. And also I have a question as a player about the stones that we're using to communicate.
Yes.
Can they only be used by the person who has them?
They can be.
Like,
They don't need it. If I don't think they require attunement. So if you're
Yeah,
n-
that's the thing.
yeah, so they can be used by anyone. The way these particular stones work is the case of you can you can send a certain amount of messages each day between each other, which resets at dawn. You get 5 messages a day.
Okay, we get 5 messages each to send. 10 total.
So you can send 5 from your
I can send 5
stone.
to his.
He can send 5 from his stone. Then you have to wait till sunrise.
Okay, I'm going to look to the group and say I would like to send the first message just confirming that he is that the stone is still in his possession before we reveal any of the information that we have for safekeeping. Any objections?
No objection.
Um Okay, I will take out the stone and I will say, hello, Captain Rithik. This is Seelia and the questionable party. We have new information we would like to discuss, and maybe it would be nice to if you were alone while getting back to us.
Okay. As you speak, you feel the stone sort of vibrate a little in your grip, and then a few moments will pass, and then the eyes of the stone will begin to glow ever so slightly. I am alone. I've had to leave Chieftain Borgar, but he has allowed it. I'm intrigued by your new information, and I hope you and your friends are alright. It seems that Outcast Town was a red herring, and the eyes will stop glowing.
Okay. So I'm guessing, do we?
He was going after goblins, wasn't he?
No, he was going to go and try and talk about a treaty with the as far as I'm aware, the pure-blooded orcs.
Wasn't that on the way?
That was on the way. When we
Yeah.
were on the way to Gardanus, he was on the way to do that. But after that, I thought he was investigating goblins in the area.
I am not sure.
In which case, I think. Are we able to get any confirmation on that?
You can roll me roll me an intelligence saving throw if you want to remember that.
Intelligence say. Oh, okay.
Just
That is 14/18.
Yeah, so
Um,
for
20.
there you go. Yeah, so you will both remember that Hrithik was going to deliver the surviving member of the pure blood scouts that you encountered by the lake and report that he was found unconscious nearby one of your camps and hope that that went down well, and then he was going to go look at some reports that goblin movements were happening in the dark wood by Outcast Town.
Yeah. So
What? 15 kilograms.
Lovely.
Thank you, Malachi.
you're welcome. Yeah, it took me a long time to get to a door.
so yeah. Tell us again.
So long. So yeah, after we left the camp, Hrithik went to deliver the unconscious orc to their camp and try to smooth things over. Then he went to investigate reports of goblin movements near Outcast Town. I think that red herring may have been the goblins moving in, dragging people away from Gardanus so that they could attack.
Okay.
That would make sense.
Plausible. In that case. Okay.
Best to let him know about the Goblin Attack on Gardanus and about Livian's Lookout, since it's on his way.
Wait, Goblin Attack on Gaidanus?
The
Yes.
ones approaching
Yes.
the bridge outside the city.
Oh, yes. I thought I missed something else.
Are we
Yes.
also going to tell him about Talisman at Nila Serena? Or are we going to hold on to
I
that
think
for a bit?
I think we can just
We can.
tell him. We can tell him the whole situation, and after we say all of those, I would just like to ask him if he thinks that, um, in his opinion, where would it make more sense for us to go, and if there would be any possibility of him allying himself with the elves. Yeah, if anyone would like to give him the recap, and I can ask afterwards. Or just in that message, ask, like, say.
Well, you've got about 30 seconds a message to.
Well, I can do a lot in 30 seconds.
I will hand him the stone.
I'll be sure to tell the bartender. And I'm gonna walk
I
out.
will waver with the stone. And then I will give it back. Like, I would still, like, yeah, I'm holding it out towards Wa. Give it a go.
I'll grab it.
Impress us.
Can I go? Rific, just to let you know of everything that's been going on, there is a goblin attack heading towards the bridge of Gaidanus. Also on top of that, Livian's lookout seems to have been attacked by what we believe to be the Chroma. We also have a situation in Lisarena where Talisman has been seen. So if you could be so kind as to advise us on what the best course of action, in your opinion, of what we should deal with straight away, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Have a great day.
And do you think Talisman will?
Yeah, and do you think
ally with
Talisman will
elves?
try and ally with the elves?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
It was.
P.S.
It was.
The
It was enough
stone-
time. It was.
The stone will stop vibrating once once there is silence for a moment or two, and then the eyes will glow. It's odd that your voice is company to me, Mr. Short Temper. I can pass by the bridge on my way back to the city. I'd get to there before I could get back to the lookout. I'd recommend that you either go there and check on Livian, or go to Neelis Arena. And then the eyes will stop glowing. Why do you think I haven't scripted all these potential messages?
So judging
Okay.
from that answer, the thing is, if we don't go to the bridge, we still got to go tell Masato and Caldera that we're not going to the God Bridge to deal with these other situations.
We can tell Caldera, Caldera or Masato or whoever that we've called in Rithik to assist on the bridge. We do have Crowley already going to Libyan's lookout.
That is correct.
I know Cassiopeia wanted to go there anyway. And if that is something that we decide we want to do, then we can. But we do also have the potential to be in all three places at once.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna. Can I look at my hair again to see if it's any whiter?
There are odd strands of grey in your hair that you know were not there this morning. The sort of elven side of you can, when it comes to your own physical details, your elven eye has a knack for that kind of thing. And being a bard, presentation is key. Those grey hairs, whilst not everyone would notice it, sort of at a passing glance, they stand out to you like a sun. There's no more than there was when you last checked a few moments ago, but you had no grey hairs this morning.
As
I
a
am going
question. Sorry,
Yeah,
go on.
go.
No, go, carry on, it's fine.
I was going to look to Kretash, and I'm gonna say, and you don't have any idea why this would have happened either.
Would I be able to... Actually... Did anything happen to you while you were gone?
I was teleported, or I don't know. Maybe it was a illusion. Maybe this isn't a whatever. Okay, I was teleported somewhere. Let's say that there was a bar. I saw the cobalt with the tail and the stuff that we fought previously. You two have a thing with it. And there was a glass on the bar. It was blue. It looks like it had starlight in it. And the Cabal very much so wanted me to drink it. I do not drink suspicious liquids when offered or on any other occasion. Because that's every bard knows this. Don't fuck don't leave your drink unattended and don't fuck with unattended drinks, okay? So no, I told it I would not. And then it started transforming and it turned into Crowley. And then Crowley's head got turned around. It was very weird. And then there was a voice that was very psycho. And it told me that it wanted me to drink. And I asked it, who the fuck are you? And it says, like whatever. I don't know what it wanted. I'm not sure who it was. If it was Sodakin, word of God. Gods, whatever. Not to him. I don't know. So I I said that I don't know what he wants, and I said that I want to go back to you guys because I thought you were dying. It was a little unsettling, and I may have smashed the glass on the floor. And he said that I now bear his mark, and he wanted to show me the future, and maybe that is the mark. And also,
Maybe.
my hair is going gray.
Hang on. The drink. Blue.
Yes, blue looked like it had stars in it.
What? What was that drink you had on the boat?
It's already kind of clicked in my head, considering
Yeah,
she did just say the kobold looked very similar to the one we've already had dealings with.
I'd figured they were
Hmm.
connected, but can
Well,
I
for me, mine looked like a normal drink.
Can I investigate Wa's hair?
Sure, roll investigation. And tell me what
Wonderful.
you're looking for.
I'm looking for grey hairs.
You know, I found a grey hair. It was very upsetting.
You'll be right. That is... investigation, that is 18.
Wow, does your character concept have any grey hairs naturally?
No natural grey hairs. No, it's a full head of black hair. If I
And a
remember
full
correctly.
head of black is what you see.
I like where you're thinking with this. I'm going to hazard a guess, though. If this is your line of thinking, that would mean the grey hairs would be associated to this mark.
Yes, which indicates to me that because you accepted the drink, you were
I
not
wasn't aware
marked
of the drink.
because she rejected the drink, she was marked. So, what brings the worst outcome? Are you now poisoned, or are you now cursed?
I mean, both, but not by the drink.
Well, I wasn't
You're
asking
gonna
if you
giggle.
were cursed. I
I'm
was
just gonna
asking if she
giggle.
was cursed.
If it was a poison, I think the lay on hands wouldn't have had any effect, because if it was poison, it would have shown nothing unless I'd expended more energy on it. A curse is more likely, which would explain why the lay on hands is dealing with the superficial wounds rather than the issue at hand.
Okay, so I'm
At
guessing
hand.
that you have no idea what it is, Kretash. That's fine. Do we have
Would
any
I
other?
would I be able to ascertain any history
Yeah, I mean,
knowledge?
would I understand it any as well? Because obviously quite a lot of what the Boros Legion fights are also
Why
otherworldly
you would
creatures.
not?
Okay.
Kretash, I will have you roll Arcana.
Arcana. Oh, I
Roll
like this roll.
Arcana.
I like this roll.
Sausage roll.
That is 16.
I will send you a message.
Ooh, I like these.
If I could just get one quick recap, just to make sure I got the information right. Rithik, in his response, he suggested for us to check out Neelis Arena and Livian's Lookout, and he said he would help with.
He said he said he could help with the bridge, so I wanted to ask a question of Zephyr. So whilst he's doing this message, I'll ask it. Locations in regards to where the goblins are to the bridge, to where we are to the bridge, to where Rithik would be to the bridge.
So
Based on him leaving
check-
Outcast now.
if
I was
you,
gonna say check the
I
check
can't
the
check
map.
the map.
So
Oh, yeah.
So the way the layout is on the map is you would leave Gaidanus and make it to a 4-way crossroads. You go north of that crossroads, you make it to a 3-way crossroad. North would take you to Livian's Lookout, and east would take you to the bridge post.
Okay, so who's closer, us or them?
As the
Based on what we know from where Rithik is.
based on what you know, Rithik would let me just do the math very quickly, but I believe as the crow flies, Rithik is slightly closer, but I believe you're about the same distance away if he was to stick to the path.
Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome.
think I think Rithium would Rithic would have that shortcut there though.
Yeah, well, which is why I would say, like, if he stuck to the path.
Yeah, which I wouldn't imagine
Yeah, so
personally. But
based off of
that's
that, then we can definitely just go inform the others that we've arranged for other Riffic and his men to go towards the bridge, meaning we are then free to go to whatever we choose to go to.
Okay.
Wait,
I just wanted to fight some goblins. Come on.
I never
Wait.
said you weren't gonna.
wait, hang on. I am so
So you don't remember specifically, but that.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
get that. I'm trying to work out what the second part is.
God.
That's all I can
Can't-
give you with a roll of 16.
I can't remember specifically, but I feel like I've read about something like this before.
Well, I'll tell you what, whilst you're thinking about that, I'm going to go off and get a drink. Does anyone else want one?
I think we have more pressing issues, Wa.
Celia, do you
Yes.
need something to eat?
You haven't
I'm
had breakfast.
I'm okay. I'm not really in the mood for food currently, but is there, if Kretash doesn't really know anything, do we know of any other magic users nearby, or we might know what this is going on? I don't want to panic, but at the same time, I would like to not die of aging at
Well, if
not
we
being.
are going to go to either Livian's Lookout or Neela Serena, I imagine we'll have to stop by Mannerington anyway, so we could ask Mannerington.
And at this point, I'm going to hand the stone back to Seelia and walk out of the room to go to the bar.
Okay. And we will follow Wa for a moment. Oh, maybe not.
No,
We'll
he's
go back
dead.
to Wa in a moment. Celia,
Okay.
you are handed the stone, and Wa leaves the room.
Celia,
I
the next chance I get, I will head back to Wormwood. If I can remember the name of the book that I was reading, I might be able to find the information you need.
That reminds me. If we are to head out, I should probably purchase these books because I'm not done with them yet, and I would like to continue reading them. So I will go with you whenever we go to the bookstore.
Well, then maybe we can make a pit stop sooner rather than later.
Indeed. Was it
okay.
also on our plan to buy some more potions, or how do we
Uh,
feel on that?
it wasn't on a written plan, however, it would be a good idea.
Right.
I am going to hold the stone and say, wait, yes, please do go to the bridge. I think it was a bridge. Also, can you please tell me if you think what business you might think that Dallasman has in Neela Serena, and if you think that in political terms there would be any way for him to strike out any kind of alliance with them, underground or official.
The stone will stop vibrating, and then the eyes will glow. I do not see any reason that this talisman you speak of would be able to strike up a deal with Queen Tree. There is the Pact of the Three Kings that has stood for generations. It sounds like he would mean to break that pact. But I will make my way to the bridge. And I will send another message soon in regards to your friend Kretash. Let me know when he's ready to receive it. And the eyes will stop glowing.
What? I'm gonna look at Kretash.
I will also look at him.
I'm
Okay,
looking exceptionally confused. at the moment.
Okay, I am going to look at Takumi and Cassiopeia. Actually, is
May I?
yeah.
And I'll sort
May
of
you-
hold my hand out, gesturing towards the stone.
Sure. And I will hand it to him, and I will also say, maybe ask about what the pact is as well, if you
Keep
can.
in mind, I believe we're down to our last 2 charges on this stone.
I think it's the last one. Is it the last two or
You
last
have
one?
2 more. You have 2 more.
Oh, two more. Okay. Because
We have 2 more. That's
by what I'm hearing about this queen they have, it might be. I don't know what
let's.
her is.
Yes. Dev, I need to send you a message.
Yep,
by
that's
the way.
fine. Yep.
Takumi, if you and Celia would like to catch up with Wa, I think Celia and I should take this somewhere else.
Maybe
And
go
I'm
and
gonna
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. I have a place we can talk. And I'm gonna head out into back out into the hallway and start walking down the corridor a bit.
As you walk out, I'm going to tug at your sleeve and say, hand you your thing, cloak,
Oh,
and
thank you.
say what was. Do you remember what book you were looking for? Because if Takumi and Cassiopeia go into the bookstore, and so that they can potentially get the book and buy the things, and we can be all more efficient.
I
Yeah, if you're heading to the
Okay.
bookstore, then we can go with you to get our business
Takumi,
done with as well.
Takumi,
No, no, no. You got. We need to split to
yeah.
be more
Takumi,
efficient.
Takumi. Take Cassiopeia to the bookworm. Tell Wormwood Kretash would like a book about the cursed weave.
Is that all?
That's all.
All right. I'm guessing you want this book bought, not borrowed.
Yeah, and I will toss you a gold.
I will
Wait.
catch it.
Also, did I remember? I think Masato said something about a. Was it a witch? He said something about
He mentioned a hag, north part
where
of the city.
north part of the city. Okay.
Some sort of oracle, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Can we take a pit stop there? Do we want to like where was the north? Sorry, I need to look at the map.
I can provide you the map. Give me 1 moment.
Okay. Thank you.
We will
So
quickly do this. They will head to the bookworm, probably with Wa.
Yeah.
And once we are done over here, we will start heading up that way. What do you think?
I'm waiting for the map to load.
who's
Uh,
getting the potions, if I may?
It's top right. It's by the
okay, so
arena.
that is the hag, and where was Barrington? Fuck.
Mannerington.
Mannerin.
Mannerington.
Mannerington is down here.
Oh, are you shitting me? Bookstore was.
Bookstore is this
Here
one.
I think.
It's this one here.
Oh, it's this one over here.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the marketplace.
No,
And we
it's a bit further. Oh no, not that one. Sorry, this one. It's that
I
one.
was
Yeah,
gonna
and
say
we're-
because that was our old tavern.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
and
it's
where are
and
we
you
now?
guys are here. Oh, I should be showing this on stream. You guys.
Okay, yeah.
You guys are here. The hag
Hmm.
is here. The bookworm is this one, this long one over here,
Mm-hmm.
and Mannerington is down here.
Okay. So, um, you
Who's
three go get the book, go get potions or anything else you would have liked to get Wa with you. We're gonna quickly pass through the hag, which sounds really rude. I feel like she might know. And then let's meet up at Mannerington.
so Cassie and I will take Wa. We'll go to the bookworm, get potions if we can. You two are gonna go see the Oracle, we'll say, and meet up at Mountington. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Okay, go.
Good luck.
You
Hopefully,
too.
you find what you're looking for.
We shall see each other soon.
We
We
shall.
will.
And Kretash will wait for like Takumi and Cassiopeia to sort of push on and leave before he starts walking not to room 9 but to room 7.
Oh, I'm gonna as they leave. I'm gonna also yell out to Takumi. Ask if there's any books on um the thing of kings, the truce of the
Packed.
kingdoms,
The
Pact of the Kingdoms. Also, do you think that would be in the book that I bought earlier? Because I think it was History of Guy. Did I buy the History of Gaidenas actually? I forgot.
One of us probably did.
I did. I think I did, but did we add it to my inventory? Got no clothes, guys. We did not.
Another
Okay.
explosive
It's
effect. No, it was outrageous. I didn't.
Yeah, I think I bought History of Gaidenas, but I can't remember. Zephy, do you happen to have this?
I
written down?
don't have your list of books on me right now. If you
Okay.
did buy the book, it would definitely be in there.
I just don't. I know it was a history of something. Oh, I was just about to say, wait, let me open the book. We don't know which book it is. Okay. I mean, I am 99.5% sure it was a history of Gaidenas.
For here, we can say you bought it, and if we have to retcon that, we can.
Yeah, if we have to, like, I would just, yeah.
Yeah,
can just remove
yeah,
it,
I
like-
don't have your list of books on me right now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
so it would be in there if you did have that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, is there any book you need as well, Celia?
I think we're good. I think we're good. Actually, sorry. I remembered I might have info in it already. Good luck. And
All right.
yeah.
Well, Cassie, let's go get Wa and let's have our own little adventure in the city,
Let us go.
and we shall be off.
Okay.
If there's
And
something else.
I'm gonna have you remove 3 copper pieces for your drink that you would have had.
I mean, I wouldn't have just bought a drink. I would have also bought some bread and fruit and asked for it to be sent over to Seelia because she hasn't eaten. And if she doesn't eat, it will then have any impact from there. And also ask for an extra day's worth of rations to also be provided to her, considering she missed out on the meal in the morning.
In which case, I will say 6 copper for all that put
Thank you.
together.
Yep, and then ask that they would deliver those to Seelia.
Very well. And you will have been handed your drink, the food will be prepped, and then you will see Takumi and Cassiopeia coming out of the hallway to the right.
Wa,
Hello.
Wow.
hello.
Hello.
All right. So here's the plan we've gotten so far. So, us 3, we are to head to the bookworm. We have some books we need to pay for, and we are also to procure the potions that we will be needing for the days up ahead. And we are to meet with Kretash and Seelia at Manrington. So we
Well,
get
what are they doing?
they have to go speak with the Oracle north of the city.
Oh, I met her. She seemed very interesting. Yes. Good luck to them. I won't be joining you to the bookstore because as someone still needs to inform Caldera and Masato that there is someone else heading over to the bridge. So whilst you guys go over to the bookshop, I shall go back to the Hall of Heroes and inform them. That way, then we can get everything done very, very quickly and be on our way. Because I'll be honest, I'm itching to get out of here. I need to get my hands dirty. So and with that, I'll chug back my drink and go. Hope that's okay with you guys. And wave
Sounds
at
like
the
a plan.
All right. Meet us at Manrington with the
Manrington's.
others.
Yep.
If you come across any potions, please procure some.
Oh,
Because
do
I
not worry
doubt
about.
any of us have enough to buy more than one by ourselves, I think.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll
Yeah.
I'll
Also,
go ask.
let me know if you
Right.
see any spare feet.
I will do that, Cassiopeia. If
Thank
you
you.
do something for me,
Of course.
if you find anything that could be caught on fire, anything flammable,
I'm flammable.
What exactly are you trying to make here?
I'm not making anything. I just think we need some stuff just in case we ever do need something. I feel it's something that we need for a tinderbox. If we're out for a long time, if we have stuff pre-prepared, we don't need to go out foraging. If we don't need to go out foraging, it means that we can remain stealthier and less at risk.
So you're
Survival
saying
tactics.
I have a I have a tinderbox.
Yes, but we also need something to keep the fires lit. So fuel for the fire. So sticks, rags, anything you find that you think could be useful, leaves, just pick them up on the way.
Okay, right. Just one question. Do you need to report to the commanders themselves, or could you just tell a guard that we passed by to report to them?
I don't know the guards well enough here, and considering we were brought into this city on not the best terms, it would be better to go straight to commanders.
Seems like it's
Especially
all water
considering,
under the bridge now. They
well, but
seems
considering
fine.
we told them we were going to go do this, I feel leaving a message with somebody else saying, "Oh, by the way, we're not doing that. See you later,"
Okay,
is a bit disrespectful.
right.
I don't know your relationship with Masato, but I would like to have a good one.
I'll admit we've had troubles, but as you saw back there, we're
Working
okay.
on it. Exactly. And I'm
We're
glad that you
okay.
are. But I want to make sure that remains. So imagine
All
what would
right.
happen if
I
you're part of,
understand.
if
I
you're a
understand your
person.
reasoning. I
Yeah.
get your reasoning. All right. Meet us at Mannerton with the others, and we'll be fine.
Perhaps.
Right then, Cassie. If you need anything, if not, we'll be on our way.
I am ready to collect leaves.
Right. Yeah. Let's see what leaves we got outside.
Okay, and we will
I
follow
will make
you
my
two
way
for
out.
a moment as you make your way out of the drunken song. But you will see that this entire area is sort of the most forested. There's plenty of sort of leaves and twigs that you can pick up and move about if you so wish.
Okay, Zephyr, I would like to collect every leaf and every twig.
I will allow you to add a custom item called fire fuel, and I'll let you add 3 lots of fire fuel to your inventory.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
worth it.
Being a druid, you know you can tell what's good at being burnt, what's not, and such.
Okay, fire fuel.
I was just there going, what's the funniest thing I can ask of Cassiopeia to do that can also count as something useful?
All right. And as you two make your way over to the bookworm, we will go back to Kretash and Seelia, standing outside room number 7.
And I will unlock room number 7 and head on in and usher Celia in.
I will stay in the door and look to.
You will You will see a room very, very similar to Kretash's, except there is a dark robe and a metal mask laying on the bed.
Okay. I will walk in.
Floor is open.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out the stone, and I'm gonna say, send a Rithik. I'm here. It's just me and Seelia. Also, what can you tell me about this Pact of the Kings?
Stone will stop vibrating, and then the eyes will glow. The Pact of the Kings is simply a law that has existed since the founding of Trinity Isle, that the kingdoms would not turn on one another. As for my message for you, I thought you'd like to know the orcs let a necromancer into the Badlands a couple days ago. I know you were looking for one. And the eyes will stop glowing.
I am going to look at Kretash and say, Tyrell?
Mm-hmm. That would be him.
How often does one come across a necromancer? Still asking Kretash.
I mean,
Or DM it would like
you
to.
come across one every day.
A comedian too.
Look, back in Waterdeep, there were a few of us. There was a large group of us that were all studying the art of necromancy.
Okay. Do we say anything back to Rithik? We need to say goodbye probably. And oh, sorry, was not picking up. We can say goodbye to Rithik and then we can see what the hag has to say and we can get this thing moving. And I'm going to look around to see if there is anything reflective that could potentially be used as a mirror in the room.
There's a small window that would be alright. It wouldn't be like, it's not a very clear reflection, but there's no real mirror accessible to you at this point.
Zephyr.
Okay,
Um,
I'm
metal mask.
There is the metal mask, but it's not reflective. It doesn't
Not
have that. It doesn't have that sort of mirror-like shine to it. It's more like a sort of clean steel.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to go to the reflective surface and see if the covering I put on the mark is still there from yesterday.
It is still there, but it's like
Okay.
it's a little faded, but it's still there. It's still sort of enough.
I'm gonna put a bit more on it, just to double check.
Alrighty.
Okay, and yeah, after that I'm gonna like turn to Kretash and say like, okay, let's go.
Alright. I'm gonna grab the the robe and the mask from the bed.
Okay. You take them back. The floor is still open. There's not much I can add.
No, I think
Yeah,
are we heading towards? We're gonna start heading
hag.
towards the Oracle.
Yeah, so we're gonna like leave the tavern and
She's the one who said the hag sounds really rude, and she's the one who's calling her the hag. Just saying.
I've used the term oracle in character. If
okay,
anyone wants to use that,
let's okay,
anyone who
let's
wants to
go.
stick with that, go ahead.
Let's go to the Oracle. Yes.
All right, and you two make your way out of the drunken song, and finally, we will go to Wa as you leave the tavern with your fluffy friend.
Yes. Hello.
I didn't realize you also had a familiar.
Yes, this is my familiar, Pookie.
All right, where do you go once you leave?
I'm heading back towards the Hall of Heroes.
Okay.
And again, because I'm in a little bit of a rush, I'll be looking left and right as I'm heading there to see if there's any sort of apothecary or anywhere where I can procure potions. But yeah, the intention is to get to the Hall of Heroes.
There is not one on the path on the most direct path you take to get to the Hall of Heroes. And before long, you are once again at the foot of the steps by the Goblin Doors. The two Dragonborn guards on command at the time, sort of, they recognize you. They saw you earlier today, and they open the doors and let you in.
Thank you very much, guys. And in I walk, sauntering along. Bit of determination, of trying to have a bit more of an authoritative stance so people don't question why I'm there. And I'm going to head towards the war room.
And as you do, you will see a Dragonborn of black scales looking over the war table. Two sort of white tusk-like talons at either side of his face. A typical black dragon marking.
Good day to you. Is Masato available?
He is not.
Caldera?
I am here in his stead, as ordered.
Fantastic. If that is the case, then I believe you are the person that I need to report to.
You have come to tell us that you plan to go to Neelis Arena or the Lookout.
We're going to go to Neelis Arena. We have arranged for Captain Riffic from Ocean's Edge to be able to attend to the situation at the bridge. That should be more of an adequate backup in our stead.
Very well. And the Apothecary is in the marketplace.
I won't question how you knew, but thank you very much.
You
very
have
much
been
appreciate it.
told that this city has ears that listen and order only from Caldera.
This is true. I do appreciate your time.
You have no secrets here, Mr. Dastings. You
I'm
or
aware.
Sinclair.
In which case, I must ask, is he safe?
He has fled. I will not tell you where he is.
I don't want to know. I do not want to know his location. I would just like to know if he's safe.
Since when is hunting vampires a safe business?
Okay. Safe in what he would class as safe.
Very much not. Thanks to your dark elf friend, the undead are more active than ever. His master hunts him.
Why is it that every time I feel I can get on with him, something is said or done? Something is always said or done that makes me want to just... Do you know what? It's fine. I understand. We will do our best to quell the situation. I must be on my way. I bid you farewell. I'll turn to walk away very quickly.
Good luck. You're
Thank
going
you.
to need it, dead man.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Shake my head as I walk away. Yep.
You will not move. Not 1 inch.
I'm fine with this. I'm just going to keep going. I'm getting out of there. I'm going straight to Mannerington's now. We'll go to the Apothecary first, the marketplace.
Very well.
Mm.
You make your way out of the upper city to the marketplace, and you'll see this sort of slightly older gentleman brewing away with potions, and he has just finished selling this sort of glowing yellow potion to a young child before sending them on their way.
Glowing yellow? What could that be?
Are you asking that in character?
Yes, I am.
It's orange juice with a bit of extra magic in it. Kids love the unique potions. I entertain.
I very much approve of that. As a man who once thought he would be dead by sunrise today.
So I assume you've come for healing potions or something to strengthen your soul.
Both.
Could you afford both?
What would the price be for both?
Well, a healing potion, that's quite simple. 25 gold per bottle.
Mhm.
Assuming you
Okay.
want the small ones. I could offer you potion of giant strength, but that would be very expensive.
And what about for my soul?
There's no potion that can affect the soul. Excuse my play on words.
You had my hopes up there for a moment.
What have you done to fuck your soul up?
Can you not see my face?
I can see your face, but you could have done any
There-
manner of things.
There is a agreement that was made to protect my friend's life, with a being I did not wish to. I am unable to talk about at this moment in time,
Demon,
at risk of losing everything
undead,
left to myself.
fallen angel.
Vampire.
Ah, the nice kind.
Yes. I can only imagine how badly the angel must look down on me.
Oh, got your eyes on an angel, have we? I met an ASMR once.
The leader of my legion is an angel.
Haven't heard of a legion led by an angel.
The Boros Legion.
What's the Boros Legion?
A military from a land far, far away.
So you're a mercenary on the run,
I'm not a mercenary.
but on the run.
On a reprieve, on a break. Looking for peace.
Well, you came to the wrong place for it. Faerun is
Yes,
not a place of peace.
I'm aware.
There's been war here for centuries, from the dealings of criminals in Waterdeep, White Dragon Kings, undead, a whole city getting pulled into hell, and now the Goblin Uprising.
Mhm. Would you potentially be willing to do a deal of 5 potions for 100 gold?
Hmm.
The healing potions, I mean.
I guessed. I suppose that would be fair, as you've offered me such delightful conversation.
I do appreciate it very much so.
Besides, that should be enough to pay my debts. Well, until I make more. And he will hand you 5 potions of minor
That's-
healing. And he will take your gold graciously.
I do appreciate this.
I'm sure you do. Will that be all?
For now, but should I return to this place, I will be sure to come and fill you in of our journeys if you enjoyed our conversation so today.
If you could do that and fill my coin purse, I'd be just as happy.
I'm pretty sure that can easily be arranged. We're bound to get into trouble between now and then.
I expect nothing else. Good day.
Good day to you.
And as Wa leaves the apothecary, we will return to Seelia and Kretash.
Really quickly.
Yes.
I'm trying to find regular potions of healing on D&D Beyond. I can't find it. I can
Aye.
find Greater, Superior, and Supreme.
I will try and add some for you then.
Thank you.
And Kretash, Seelia, we will join you outside of join you outside of a very run down looking building. The wood holding on with nails and bolts. The door slightly ajar.
Okay. I am going to walk in.
I will be close behind.
Knock first.
As
Although
you
it's ajar,
knock,
I'm still gonna-
the door swings open. Who enters first?
I'm just gonna walk in.
And as you do, the door will slam shut behind you.
I
Krita-
am going
Sorry.
to
while
curse.
refresh your character sheet, they should be there.
Thank you very much, good sir.
That's all right.
I'm just going to say, I swear to gods.
You will see before you a plain wooden table with a dusty, slightly worn sheet over it. There's a bowl filled with little bones, cards strewn about like someone's had a very angry game of gambling, and a crystal ball with what looks to be a storm raging inside. A single candle lights the room, and an empty seat left for you. On the other side of the table, an old woman covered in cobwebs, their skin a very slight tinge of green, their head down, covered by grey hair that droops down their face, covering it entirely and going out for about 3 or 4 feet along the floor. Almost like they're tied down by the webs.
I am going to look at her and ask, was the door closing necessary? And I'm gonna tug at the door.
Only one, dear.
Okay, very, very well. I'm going to go in. I'm going to sit.
What is it you seek?
I seek answers.
I
Or
can
probably
offer one whole truth.
how one whole truth.
One whole truth.
I am guessing I need to ask you a specific question.
Simply tell me what you want. Do you wish to see through the eyes of another? Do you wish for knowledge?
I wish to know everything about the marks that are on my body.
And what are you willing to sacrifice in exchange? Material or sentimental? And she will reach out her bony green hand.
I don't really have much sentimental yet, so I will give you material if that is okay. Material means money, right?
Material is something of physical value, yeah.
Yes. So actually, okay, in game, like out of game, in character game thing, would potentially the bracelet that I ordered from Minor Return be done around this time?
He said it would take a few days.
So that's a no. Okay. Was considering giving the loot, but no. In that, yeah, I don't think I have anything of too sentimental value, so I will grant you material. How much gold would you desire?
The more you offer, the more you gain.
I will give her 10 gold. I don't know if that's like a lot or not a lot in this
That's
context.
I mean,
'cause
that's the
I'm-
equivalent to $100, roughly.
Bam,
So,
give here. Have the
You-
$100. Tell me what's wrong with me.
you place the 10 gold coins in her hand, and her fingers will sort of wrap around them, and you'll hear a cracking and a crunching. And she will then sprinkle gold-like dust into the bowl of bones and start spinning her finger around like a mixing spoon. Slowly, slowly. And then she will flip the bowl. You'll hear the little bones rattling as they land onto the table. She will lift it up, and the bones will be in a perfect circle with what looks to be a chain-like figure made out of the gold dust.
Sorry, like?
Yeah, so it's like the gold dust kind of looks like the chain of a necklace, but like
Ah.
sort of prison chain. The
Yeah.
bones are a perfect circle. Your affliction. It is linked to the fall of Vashkus, the mad dwarf who destroyed a whole city. Your affliction is a punishment. Your affliction. It is unnatural. Years have been taken from your life by the gods. And your body has not reacted well. And yet there is a power within you that resists this darkness. A power not seen in generations, though I cannot place my fingers on it. I see a dragon coated in black and shadow, and a father, an alchemist, a mad elf driven only by the loss of his son.
Mad elf? Did you say mad elf? Sorry.
The alchemist lurks in the enchanted forest, and his shadow is not far away. All these things link to this amulet. This amulet is what I see. You will hear a clicking behind you.
How do I get rid of this affliction?
You blink and she is gone. No sign of cobwebs. The table completely bare apart from a single candle, flickering like a dancer in the night.
I am going to get up and look around again. Definitely she's gone.
There is
And
nothing.
Yeah. Of course there is nothing. I am going to head out the door and yeah, just gonna.
Kretash, having been stood out here for a few moments, you will hear a clicking of the door. And then Seelia will walk out.
I will snap my book shut and stuff it away in my bag. Um, what was that all about?
I'm just going to look at his backpack where I saw him like put the book away. I am apparently being punished and have even less to live now. So that's fucking great.
So, if you don't drink the potion, you're punished for it.
Wait, actually, I will go back in the house.
It is as you
Like,
left
alone.
it.
Okay. I will I guess shout very loudly.
Kretash.
Whoever
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now you go.
Whoever you are, Mr. Probably spiked drink or Mrs. or whatever you are. What? Gonna just stop for a second, realizing how fucking insane this is. But the whole thing is fucking insane. Is just very I don't know. It's a little bit okay. Explaining the back thoughts behind this. It's a little bit let's say kind of triggering to first off be a half elf surrounded by elves your entire life, and already you have so much less to live than everyone surrounding you, and then now you learn that you just fucking have even less to live, right? So I am just gonna say, if you undo this, just give me the fucking drink. I'll take it.
Silence. Kretash, you will hear Celia's voice echo in the empty room.
Sort of stick my head in. Are you okay?
Do I look okay? Does any of this seem okay to you?
Could be worse.
It's very hard to imagine.
Can you imagine having Wa stuck in your head all the time? I imagine that would be worse.
Just gonna look at
That's-
him disappointed.
That's just reminded me of something. I'm assuming the barkeep gave Celia the stuff before they left.
Yeah. They would have been. It
Yeah.
would have been left in her room. They weren't in her room.
Yeah, so yeah, I didn't yeah. Just
We were in a different room.
yeah, we went to a different room. Well, I'm fucking sick of this, but let's go. Let's I guess let's go. Fucking go.
Give me
Or
a second. I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna start like just looking around this room.
It is dusty, covered in cobwebs in the rafters. The whole room lit by a single candle. and what looks to be like the stand where a crystal ball would sit from your studies of divination and such.
And it's currently me and Seelia in the
Yes.
building. Can I investigate to see if I could find anyone or anything else living or not living,
There
like
is
just in?
there is not a soul.
There's not a soul.
She only comes when there's one person. I am going to approach the was it like a crystal ball thing?
Well, it's like the stand where the crystal ball was.
Oh, so the crystal ball is no longer here.
It's no longer there.
Can I kind of hover over the place that I was?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Can I I mean, I can try and focus very, very hard on the crystal ball where it once was.
Nothing changes.
Do you want to talk to her? You get one truth. And you gotta sacrifice something material, aka some cash, or you gotta give her something sentimental of yours.
Sure. This should be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. I'm just gonna leave.
The second
And,
Celia
yeah, go outside.
steps out, the door slams behind her, almost sort of hitting you on the way out. Kretash,
I will kick the fucking door!
What did we learn about attacking doors?
Kretash,
Sure!
Kretash,
That's
you
Harry's
will.
not gonna like you.
I had to hold back from punching the door because I learned from my mistakes.
Kretash, you will blink, and you will see a bowl filled with small finger-like bones. Your times in necromancy will show that they are the bones of children. Cards stacked neatly on top of one another. A crystal ball sat on its stand with a storm raging inside. And a green hag, grey hair drooping over their face, tied down willingly by cobwebs. You see no sign of resistance.
You know, that's no way to treat a lady, right?
That's no way to treat yourself, my dear.
And yet here we are.
Indeed we are, Drow.
So, one question and one sacrifice.
One whole truth, not one question. I can show you the eyes of another, a past, a potential future, a question. One whole truth.
Teach me how to summon Bolnir.
And what will you offer in the bargain? And she will reach out her hand.
I'm gonna pull out my knife and say, is there anything more sentimental than the blood that keeps us alive? And I will
To you
draw
there
blood
is,
from.
but I will accept your blood if you offer it. And she will push
I'll-
forward the crystal ball.
I'll offer quite a fair amount of my blood.
She will take your wrist after you've cut your palm, I assume.
Hmm.
She will sort of smear your blood around so every inch of like the inner skin of your hand is covered. And she will place your hand atop the ball. The lightning will turn red. And the clouds will become smoke. To summon a devil, one must gain their attention. Devils accept souls. The ability to create more. Offer the soul of an innocent life that the devils can use to the hell gate. And perhaps hell itself will listen. Bolnir wanders the plains of Avernus as he has intended to since becoming a necromancer. You understand the art of necromancy dooms oneself.
Indeed.
A soul for a soul, my dear. And she will throw your hand away, the force being enough to throw you to the ground. And if you are to look back up at the table, she has vanished. The cards, the bones, the crystal balls still there, stained with your bloody handprint, and there will be a familiar click. Seelia, you too will hear a click from outside.
Did I hear the lovely noise of him falling?
No.
I am going to open the door and look.
Unless Kretash has gotten off the floor, he will still be there on his knees.
You
He'll
look like
slowly be getting up.
I am going to walk closer to him and wait. Did you say that the crystal ball, like
Everything
was it
is
the
still
ball?
there. The only thing missing is the hag herself.
What did you do? What happened? I mean, sorry. What happened? What did she do?
What did I do? I love that. I love that it's always my fault. It's amazing.
Yes.
We struck a deal, as per how it goes.
What type of deal?
Gave me a truce.
Could you be any more vague?
I could walk out in silence.
Yeah, that is gonna be very, very helpful to everyone involved. I mean, okay, I guess I shouldn't have told you what the fuck is up. Let's all deal with our own issues on our own. Um,
I am
Oh, how the
studying.
tables have turned. Back when I was the one wanting answers, Rye was like, no, it's fine, we can all have our secrets. And now she wants to know something. It's fine. Yeah.
Look, it's been
Character
a tough
development.
day.
Character
It's been a
development.
tough day.
Character development. That's what I'll.
Or
That's
the
what I'll say.
evolution.
I'm
don't know.
simply progressing my studies, and I think I'm on the verge of something truly amazing.
So you keep staying, and I'm gonna look around the room. Do I notice anything out of place?
Nothing has changed.
Wait, so the blood's gone?
No, the room is as it was when you entered, but nothing like about the room itself has physically changed. So the
Oh,
cards
okay.
are stacked neatly, the bones are in the bowl, the crystal ball is stained with a handprint of blood, a red
Yeah, that is
smoky
the.
storm raging inside.
I noticed the blood because, of course, I noticed the blood because I was looking for the. Actually, I was looking for the thingy before, and it was gone. You keep saying so you keep saying progress and stuff like that. What exactly are you going at?
Book is teaching me to become a blood hunter.
What and what does that mean?
It's a different route of magic. One that will provide me with access to an old friend. And something that might give me an edge against the realm.
Old friend. Do you mean Bonnier? Access to
Indeed.
an to the dead. To the dead. What are you supposed to do to get access to the dead? And also to get your blood hunter thingy. I'm guessing. I saw part of it. Or was it all of it?
There is a certain ritual. The blood from myself. The bones from someone I hate. And the flesh of someone I love.
So that's for the blood hunter thing. So you're ready to kill someone you hate and cut flesh out of someone you love. Damn.
It's not quite that severe. And
Just a
I'll sort of like
bone.
I'll sort of like gesture. I'll wrap my hand around my wrist, and I'll sort of like it's just like a hand's amount of each. And
A handsome amount of flesh? A handsome amount of flesh?
it could be taken at any time over any course of time. It doesn't matter how old it is.
Again, I just want to
I could
iterate.
take.
We were like,
I
yeah, this is cool.
And
Yes, I need flesh from someone I love. It never specified that they needed to be alive.
so we're looking for Bonier's body?
Just whatever his soul is attached to. If I can summon Bolnir, I can attach him to a body. From that body, I can take the flesh I need. And further down the line, he will be able to grant me more power.
It's not
And
going
we
to be his flesh technically though. He's
just
original
needs to be
flesh.
the flesh It doesn't need to be his original flesh, just whatever his soul is bound to.
And you're sure about this?
I am sure about this.
And what does taking him back mean? Need?
What was that?
What does to summon him and do this, tying him to things? What does that entail?
If I'm lucky, a goblin soul will do the trick.
A soul.
A soul
Takes
for
a
soul.
soul. So you
It's a trade.
kill. You kill
We
someone.
kill
and you-
goblins all the time. If I'm
Yeah,
lucky, a goblin soul will do the trick.
But
Maybe 2 or 3, just to be safe.
it's one thing to kill someone while in a war. It's a different thing to damn their soul to what are you damning? To whatever.
Their souls are probably gonna go there anyway.
Go where?
Hell,
How would you know?
well, now they're definitely gonna know. Now I do know, see? Solve the
What?
mystery of the afterlife. This will be worth it.
And what if it doesn't work? What are you gonna do if it doesn't work?
Keep practicing my magic. If it doesn't work, I'm out of options.
Yeah, but you've already.
There are
God.
2 people that... There are 3 people I could get the bones off. There are 2 people I could get the flesh off. As for getting Bolnir here, I'm praying that goblin souls will work.
Who's the bone? Who are the bones and who are the flesh?
Well, the bones are just people I hate. There's a couple of people that I could choose
Yes. Whom? Tyrell?
from. A little out of reach. I need something easier to get to. I'm
Who
thinking
else?
Sylvia could do it.
Who?
Mm, she's someone from my past. That's a story I'd rather not go into right now.
And third?
Third would have to be Crest, also someone from my past.
And the loved ones?
Like, I'd rather stick with Bolnir. I'd rather not take it from someone living.
Oh god. What a... God.
Anyway,
That is...
shouldn't we be getting to Mannerington? We do have to get home. We're on a bit of a time crunch.
Okay. Let's go, I guess.
We head up to Manor. Well, Kretash does.
Yeah. I'm going to try and touch the finny thing. See if I feel anything. Like the bowl.
The second you touch the crystal ball, the door slams shut and you hear a click.
I'm not going to steal it. Can I feel any energy or anything coming off of it?
It's hot to the touch.
Did I get locked in or locked out?
If you're both in the room, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Unless you've...
So the door just slammed in my face, because I was on the way
Well
out.
then, yes!
So I just got hit in the fucking face.
Not quite, not enough to get hurt, but like there's a like it's maybe an inch away from ruining your toes.
Oh, you little tootsies.
It is. Okay, still, I guess, no energies, no feelings of the bull. I will let it go.
The door clicks.
I
I will-
immediately shove my way out.
And I will follow him.
Okay, and you two make your way out into the city, and we will go to Takumi and Cassiopeia, who've been waiting a very long time.
They have been.
A lot of leaf collecting.
By this time,
Sorry.
no doubt you have made it outside the bookworm. It's a little sign billowing gently in the wind.
You look like you've had a lot of fun picking up the parts of nature.
Cassiopeia mumbles from beneath the pile of leaves.
You need some help putting that away? Yeah, I will help out. Clear that up. Help put that stuff in her backpack.
Thank you.
Wherever-
Thing I've ever asked for.
All right.
So I think I have enough leaves and twigs and things of that nature, flammable things for our tinderboxes to last 3 full days of non-stop burning.
Well, I doubt we'll be burning them nonstop, but since that's indeed a lot. We can definitely make use of that when we have to.
I think so too. Now, what are we here for again?
Buying books, seeing if
Of
he has a
course.
book stuff at the bookworm. Well,
Which book are we after?
I can handle it. Kretash told me what he needed. He
Is it
wants. Yeah, he wanted me to ask if Mannerton has the book about the cursed weave.
Okay,
So, if with no further ado, let's head in.
let us head in.
All right, I will open the door and let Cassiopeia walk in.
She'll walk in.
I will
And
go in behind her.
you two will be met with a very familiar sight of books going feet into the air and about 30 feet across. A couple of people seem to be sort of looking through the shelves and reading, but they're kind of off in their own little world. And it's not before long, Cassiopeia, to your right, you'll hear the familiar sound of pages being turned. Hi there!
Ah, hello.
It's good to see you.
It is good to see you too.
Can I help you?
I have a question. There are a lot of books. Do you have any worms?
I have books about worms. Great worms.
Might I borrow one?
Draconic worms. Actual
worms?
Yeah. It's spelt like worm as in a dragon's worm. Not ground and earthworms. Because they're gross.
Oh. I've never heard of this worm with a Y.
Oh, I've got a book about it.
Might I borrow that one?
Yeah! And
Thank you.
Wormwood immediately sort of flies down the hall, sort of weaving in and out of shelves, before pulling out this book and flying it back over to you and offering it to you.
Thank you very much. She'll begin reading on the spot.
And you will begin to read about the destructive power of great worms. And how their very existence is magic at its most powerful, at least in some iterations of history, and how they could wipe out a city with a single breath.
These sound fascinating. I hope we run into one.
I wouldn't. I'd probably die.
I would hope not.
Me too. Death seems boring. I don't think there's books in death.
I can't confirm one way or the other. I've never been dead.
I'm glad. If you died, I'd be sad about it.
Oh,
I would share the sentiment if I was capable of feeling that while dead.
You're weird. I like you.
Thank you, I think. I think among my people I don't seem so strange. I'm a bit of a shut-in.
That's okay. I'm a book nerd.
Hi, book nerd. I'm Cassiopeia.
That's what broke Shadow.
It was building up. It was building up.
Is there anything else I can get you?
Well, is the A short for Arthur?
You're very weird.
Right. With my character, I'm certain Takumi would hear and see all this happening.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, figured.
Oh,
Well,
hi.
excuse me then. Hello, Wormwood.
Can I help you? I like
Yeah,
helping people.
our party is about to head back out on to continue our adventure. So first, I was wondering, do you have any sort of special plan per se? Let's say I could pay you the gold, and if any of us ever feel like returning our books, we could get a refund when we give them back to you. Or is that not a business practice you do here?
I don't really do refunds. I use all the money I get to buy new copies of the books I sell, so
All right,
I
all
don't
right,
eat
fair
very
enough.
much, so all my money goes back into the library.
Uh huh. Yeah, I can understand that. Upkeep and keeping the business flowing. All right, so first question. One of my party members would like a book about the cursed weave. Do you have any book that would fit that?
What's a cursed weave?
The magical weave that
Yeah,
flows.
I know the weave. Of course, I know what the weave is. Well,
Right.
it's
He's
not
wondering if
cursed
there's any
though.
book that details something about the way he described it, the cancerous part of the weave, the part of the weave
Huh?
that's
That
corrupted.
the the weave can't be corrupted. I've never read about something like that. If I haven't read it, it can't exist. I've read everything.
Huh. So, in none of the books, there's no mention of any of this sort of thing.
No, I've got a perfect memory. I'd remember.
All right. So pretty much, if an item does not appear in your records, it does not exist.
If I've not read about it, then it can't be in a book that has ever been published.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks for the information. I would like to pay the 5 gold for the 5 books that I checked out. I would like to pay for them. I'm not sure if we're going to be coming back here within 2 weeks, so I'd like to pay for it and tie up that loose end.
Okay.
I will take out the 5 gold, hold it in my hand.
They will sort of swoop it up and they will balance all coins on top of each other as they kind of spin a little bit. And they will sort of hold them on their finger. Looks like it weighs a little. It's a little heavy for them, but they can manage it. Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
That's okay. Is that everything?
Uh, that's all for me. Cassie, do you need anything else?
I am quite satisfied with this book.
Sounds like we're good.
Are you borrowing
I
it?
would
Hopefully
like to.
we'll.
I would like to purchase
Oh.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's just 1 gold then.
All right, and she will hand 1 gold over.
And they will sort of kick it out of your hand with their foot, and it will land on top of the pile.
Onto the
Nice
pile.
kick.
Yeah, like the pile of coins that they've got balanced on their finger.
Oh dang! Okay.
Thank you.
Nice kick.
I practiced.
All right. All right. Hopefully we'll see you again.
I hope so too. You guys are interesting. I've never seen so many weirdos all together. I love it.
Well, if you put it that way, there's something weird about everybody one can meet.
I guess so.
Every
People
everybody's
always
got
called
a
me weird when
story.
I was growing up.
Take it in stride.
I don't
You're
care.
unique, just like the
People's
rest of
words
us.
disappear. The words in a book stay forever.
Hmm, that's a good way of putting it.
I'm good at what I do. And what I do is reading. Like a lot. Okay. I'll stop bothering you now. Bye.
See you some other time.
And she will sort
Right.
of they'll wave to both of you and then sort of spin away in like a twister like motion.
So, interested in dragon wormlings, are we, Cassie?
I think I would like to see one in person. They seem fascinating.
Hmm.
It says here they destroy entire cities.
Well,
Isn't that cool?
I wouldn't put it that way, but if it helps, I imagine we'll be going up against a formidable adult dragon at some point in the future.
Oh, have you ever seen a dragon before?
I I wouldn't want to discuss this right now, but
Oh, okay.
anyway, well, it's cool to see you're reading up about that. As you know, checked. I've just bought books about dragons that I was borrowing earlier, so maybe once we're both done reading, we can exchange notes, talk about what we learned,
That sounds
chat
good.
about dragons.
Takumi, are you hiding a secret?
No, not that I'm aware of. I mean, you and Celia already know what's up with the magic you all saw earlier, but
I guess. But I also guess that if you were hiding a secret, you also probably wouldn't say that you were hiding a secret, right? Cassiopeia grins.
that depends on the person. But all right, here I can tell you. All right, let's get moving. We can talk as we go. Here, potions. Let's check in with the potions. Apothecary most likely at the marketplace. So let's head over to that street.
Okay.
All right. And so I will once again hold the door open for Cassiopeia.
Thank you, Mr. Wood.
Bye bye.
I will wave back and beckon Cassiopeia out the door.
Cassiopeia will pop out the door.
Okay, I will go behind her. Right, I can tell you something about your earlier question. When it comes
Oh,
to
which one?
dragons,
Oh, the
if I've
dragon
ever
one.
seen a dragon before, I've you probably may remember this from when I spoke with Dualius before, but I would occasionally see visions of Cryovane.
Oh,
Growing up, I was told about my predecessor's encounter with Cryovane. Heard about heard of dragons, studied them as well a bit before. Did a dragon ever attack my home, Estuary City? No, but there was one interesting monster I fought before. It was humanoid size, just like us, very gray. It was like a gray humanoid dragon. They had it. It looked like a dragon, but it wasn't. So, kind of an interesting monster. That one, very dangerous, very tough.
okay.
It took it took more than me to take that one down, but it was a well earned victory, I must say.
That sounds intense.
It was very intense. Masato and I, we were attacking that one up close, while Shuji stayed a bit towards the back. Shuji, he had kind of a magical crossbow, taking shots at it while Masato and I were hitting him up in the front with our weapons. We all had a pretty kind of funny now that I think back at it. Well, I guess we just channeled all of our strength into our weapons. Not like magically but more like we were just very determined in what we were doing. Gave the monster a few kicks. We all jumped up into the air and kicked as we were falling, and it wasn't a bad way to take the guy out.
Sounds like quite a fight.
Oh, we've had many. Lots of monsters would give us trouble in that town, but we handled it. Now Cryvane's frozen the whole place over.
That doesn't sound too good.
It's not.
How do you plan to thaw it out?
That's a question I have for our good friend Dualius. Maybe he might know something about how we can possibly save my home.
Maybe Kretash could help. He's good with ice.
That he is.
At this point, you guys would have made it over to the Apothecary, who is sort of using a mortar and pestle to grind ingredients together.
Hello there, sir.
How can I help you?
Hello,
Alright.
I'm looking for one of these, and she'll point to a picture in the book that she has.
I don't have dragons for sale, although I have the ability to make you dragon-like.
Cassie, that's not what we're here
I
for.
do have a potion, and they will sort of reach into this sort of glamorous, ornate box, and you will see this sort of orange liquid with a diamond-like bottle cap, and it looks to be some kind of fiery tornado within the nectar.
Cassiopeia's eyes are glued to the bottle.
Now this potion can give you the breath of a fiery dragon. It takes a lot to make, but it's worth the effects.
How much is it?
It's not cheap. 150 gold and it can be yours.
I'll take it.
I will once again just look at Cassie with a face of shock. But I'm not going to say anything.
He
How on earth
will.
does Cassiopeia have 150 gold?
That's almost all her money.
He will.
Cassie,
He will outstretch.
158.
He will outstretch his hand.
Cassie,
You will-
wait. Is that all the gold you have?
No. I will have 7 gold remaining.
Oh boy.
I'd suggest you hold on to the gold you have. If this is... Hold on, this potion will allow you to breathe fire?
Yes, it will.
I think so. She'll look at her gold and look back at Takumi and then look back at the dealer. Would you be willing to accept a trade?
A potion like this is only worth its gold.
She looks back at Takumi.
Don't. We have casters, you have... I've seen the magic you can do. You can blast stuff. You don't need this.
I can't breathe fire.
You can shoot lightning out of your arms. There's other magics I'm sure you can do as well. Teamed up with Kretash, Wa, and Seelia. Imagine all that magic you can do. You know, breathing fire.
Do you think they can help me breathe fire?
You'd
She
have,
looks at you with childlike wonder.
you'd have to ask them. Kretash has studied magic, but breathing fire, that's unoriginal, but oh, I'm a red dragon. Oh, I'm this dragon. I can breathe fire.
But I'm a blue
Which-
bird.
You are a bluebird, and you have your own special magics, your special talents.
But imagine how easy it would be to cook. You wouldn't even need an oven. You could just eat it, and it would be cooked. Think of the possibilities. I could have
Well-
seed a la flambe every night.
I wouldn't
there's-
go as far as every night, but this potion does have its uses. They're not easy to make, you see.
How does one make a potion like this?
Years of experience, days of
Where might I-
adventuring.
I see. Is there a recipe?
There is, but it's not for sale.
Okay, can I roll an investigation check sneakily?
Investigating what exactly?
The location of this recipe.
It's not within your sight.
No.
The way the model just looks when he said that as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just like,
I can't stand here holding a potion of fire breathing all day.
I'm just gonna look at Cassiopeia and just shake my head no.
Oh, okay.
You may never get this opportunity again. Someone might come and buy it from you, and you would have missed your opportunity to feel the power of a dragon in the palm of your hand.
She looks at Takumi again, and she's clearly being swayed.
do it.
I am
Takumi sounds so alluring.
there. This is the art of the sale. Sometimes you must learn to resist.
I'm no swindler, human.
I wasn't saying you were, but
You're
We're
adventuring
about-
types. You've seen battle, haven't you? This could mean the difference between saving your friend or watching them die.
ultimately, Cassie, this is your choice.
I think it would probably be irresponsible of me to buy this.
It's up to you.
Can you do any sort of deal?
I've only got this one. And I don't plan on going out again getting the ingredients for quite some time. I put a lot
What if I
of
was to
money
go
in.
help you fetch more ingredients?
It
We
would
can't-
not bring back the money that went into making this potion.
Alright, how about instead of 150 gold, how about 150 silver? That's the same amount of coins, they're just a different color.
And a tenth of the value. The answer is no, 150 gold, or it goes back in the box, waiting for someone who needs it.
Okay, how much for just the box that it comes in and not the actual potion?
The box is not for sale.
What if I was to pay 150 gold for just the box?
If you're gonna pay the price, just pay for the potion.
The box is worth more than 150 gold.
Don't buy the box. If you want the potion, just get the potion.
Takumi, I want the box now.
We can't. We can't. We don't have
This
the funds.
box is this box was a gift from my mother. It is priceless.
Oh, I
The
see.
box is not for sale.
200 gold.
No. Where are you gonna get the rest of the coin from?
I will find a way.
Oh no.
You could always kill him.
Said Cassiopeia's conscious. Lack of it.
Magic
See-
missile straight through the chest.
Remember when I
Jeez.
said, imagine something worse, like it could be worse? Something like having Wa's voice in your head. See,
Oh,
this
you
is
didn't.
what I mean.
You didn't mean my character. You meant me actually as a player. I see. I see.
All right, all right. First off, let's hold on this dragon potion for now. All right. First off, my
Wait, I
party and
I have one final question. She turns back to the dealer. If I was to threaten to kill you, would that increase my chances of getting a deal on the potion?
Cassie, we don't kill.
If you were to
No,
threaten to
maybe.
kill me, I would sell you the healing potions your friend needs, but I would hide a poison potion amongst them because they look exactly the same and one of you would end up dying.
Oh, okay. I will not do that in that case. Thank you for
We're
letting
not
me know.
That's a
killing
very, very smart decision,
civilians.
Arakokra.
She smiles at Takumi.
I'm just gonna bury my face in both of my hands for a few seconds, and then just look back up. Okay. First order of business. I must tell you, my party and I were about to continue our adventures beyond this city's borders. So, first I must ask, have any of my party members came here before we did and gotten the potions that we need?
Possibly. I've seen 20
there-
people today.
Okay. Was there anyone full plate of armor, black hair, eyes glowing red?
I've seen at least 3 of those. Make your point. Are you buying or are you moving on?
How much for one healing potion?
Depends on the strength. 25 for the basic.
Alright. Best I can do is here. 25 for one basic.
They will take the gold, putting the potion of fire breath back in the box, and hand you 1 basic healing potion.
Thank you.
Sleight of hand, Cassiopeia. Sleight of hand.
Don't do it. He can poison you and your new friends.
Potion
has
already been purchased. You can
So I just add
Like a small
one,
angel and devil.
just one common potion of healing.
Yep.
Alright. Added, done. Alright. That's me done.
and run. Grab and run.
All right. I have a follow-up question.
How fast can you
fuck's
run?
sake. Now that the transaction is going through, what if I was to threaten your life now?
We're not killing anybody.
Then I
In
would
the
simply
city.
drink the fire potion and burn you to a crisp.
She turns to Takumi. That's really cool.
I can't have you dying here like this.
They love my final session.
Let's go. Let's go meet up with the others at Menrington. Alright?
Okay. Thank you for everything.
You
Sorry
two
for the
are
promotion.
terrible business people. You could have walked away with 2 potions and you're walking away with 1.
If we need more, we'll just be back.
Or you'll be dead because you didn't have a potion of fire breath.
She can shoot lightning from her fingers. And we have 3 others that can do magic.
I've seen
Takumi, I don't
armies
have
fall.
fingers.
I've seen armies fall to a single dragon, and she has read about them given that book on great worms.
That is true, I have. Entire cities have fallen. Although it seems to be more just like collateral damage. More so than anything else.
Right. Well, again, sorry for the commotion. Thank you. We will be on our way.
Grab and run.
And I will try to beckon. I will beckon Cassiopeia to just come with.
Cassiopeia,
come.
what do you do? Alright, very well. He will look at you with a disappointed glance before putting the box away.
Fucking Christ.
And it is at this point that the party will reconvene outside Merrington's store, and we will leave it there for tonight.
Yeah.
I'll
I knew
need
it was
25
coming.
gold from each of you for for a potion that I purchased.
I didn't ask for one.
I didn't ask for it.
All right, I'll keep them all then. When you die, I'm not feeding them to you.
Again, no, do you say that in character or like the 25 minutes?
I'm not saying
Bruh.
that in character. We're finishing for the day.
Yeah.
So.
Like
Yeah,
you,
yeah, because I'm like,
yeah. Well, thank
That's
you.
okay. I've got my pocket mercy.
oh, both of you to assume he's not gonna kill you.
I do that.
I meant you, but okay, fine. I guess I'm just fucking
Yeah.
dying then.
Well,
I
Look,
genuinely
girl-
thought we were going to fight some goblins today. I was really excited that we were going to get into a fight that I could actually be a part of.
well,
because I've
It was
listened
for a
well,
to
I
encounters.
have an encounter here, but y'all decided to do one more shopping episode.
We're
I know,
probably
right?
gonna. I'll say right now, we're most likely gonna have our next session still be here.
Well, you guys
Just
are going
be
to
ready.
Neelis Arena now, so that encounter's just gonna have to wait for a rainy day.
Wanted to go fight some goblins. That's all I wanted to do, but no, couldn't
No,
go fight
It's
goblins.
the party
I'll see
decided.
what I can do.
not-
I
You know,
will...
as a party, we decided originally last week, so I was like, oh, yes, we're getting a
Oh
fight.
yeah, as
Four-
far
four-
as
Hang
without
on, hang on,
me.
hang on, hang
4
on.
out of 5,
As-
not 5.
As 80% of a party.
80% of the party, we were like, yeah, we'll go fight goblins. I was like, yes,
It's
yes,
Dungeons
yes,
and
encounter.
Dragons. What did you expect?
Only because I missed two of the last encounters. From my own fault, I accept.
I
But
was gonna
I
say,
just think-
that's what you
I
get
was-
when you fall asleep.
I was so excited. I was like, yeah.
That's alright. I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can do in Neelis Arena. We'll see if we can get you in a couple of bar fights and have some fun fighting against the elves and all that
Hey,
lovely
look,
stuff.
I'm happy to kick your ass anytime.
What? There is an arena. There's an arena.
There is, but I've got to wait for the arena.
No, you don't have to wait to go and train. And like the clerics are there to resurrect you.
Oh,
you
you
pay-
go to Neelis Arena, guys. I'm off to the arena. Like, see you guys later.
I did say this like 6 weeks ago.
What? I literally offered to take you to the arena and kick the shit out of you, and you declined.
Because we had other stuff to do, which we still do.
Unbelievable.
Well, thank you,
We'll
ladies and
definitely have
gentlemen,
another session here.
for joining us for this
Just
episode of
craving
Trinity
violence.
Isle. I know you're craving violence. So I did
Well,
what
tough
I
shit.
could. I did what I could. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was an interesting episode. It was a very interesting episode. But I know why you do need to get your ass out of here. So
Yeah, I'm going to a cookout.
yeah,
I've never heard of that phrase before. Literally, I've only just
Ooh.
learned what a cookout is.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a quick 10-minute break before we move on to some Overwatch for the next segment of the stream. But before we do,
Okay.
we are gonna end this episode for the YouTube properly by going down the list one more time. So, thank you to Takumi Inui, the human fighter, played by Shadowblade312.
That is I. Thank you for joining us for this segment. Hope to see you around for the rest of the stream.
Thank you to Kretash the Cold, the Dark Elf Wizard, played by Malachi__Gaming.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you to Seelia, the Half Sun Elf Bard, played by the Trinity Isle artist DelphiniumRai.
Losing days and years of her life by the minute, 10 out of 10. I'm joking. Thank you all. I wish you all a lovely evening or whatever, and see you around.
Thank you to War Short Temper, the human paladin warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
Hi, I've been your pacifist paladin, not by choice this time.
Thank you to Cassiopeia, the Aracrocodrile, played by TheBarinade.
Thank you.
And thank you to Pookie, the cat familiar, for being amazing.
Thank you, Pookie.
And goodbye from me, your slightly above average DM, CJ_Zephyr. Happy travels!